Yo, what the hell is up? Welcome back to Reviews with Jake, where I just got done watching The Damned. And so begins 2025, the year of, I can only assume, almost exclusively phone reviews. Why? Because, well, that's my backdrop. As you can see, he gone. Where is he? Well, details on that in due time. But in the meantime, I'll be honest, this movie was not on my radar at all until I started hearing murmurs about the fantastic cinematography in a film set in Iceland. And for me, that is good enough. I didn't even watch a trailer. I was there on that alone. And that aspect of this movie definitely delivered. I love that cinematography, the scenery, the landscapes of the frozen tundra that was Iceland. It was a very barren, cold feel that it had throughout the film and is reinforced by its production design. I also really enjoyed the folky vibe that this movie had, from the drinking, merriment, and singing sequences all the way to the old lore horror threats that were knocking on their door. Finally, I really enjoyed the score for this movie. It was very full, epic, and really helped squeeze this lemon for all of its flavor. However, unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of flavor to be had because I found this movie to be very much a slow burn film. Not a lot happens in it, which I'm normally a-okay with, but the problem was that it felt like this movie was edited down so tightly to hit a 90-minute runtime that all that was left were the bare bones essentials of this story, to the point that it felt like it was jumping around at a very jarring, breakneck pace. There were two pivotal moments in this story, in this 90-minute film, that legitimately I had no idea what had happened because of the way that it was cut. Like, I was left just wondering what the hell the outcome was. I also just didn't really find myself giving much of a damn about any of the characters. Like, it felt like the movie was cut so tight that we just kind of jumped from tense sequence to tense sequence and never really got a lot of time to marinate or get to know any of the characters. My hypothesis for this movie, that is based on absolutely nothing more than my feel while I was watching the movie, is that the original cut was probably much longer than this one, and they were given a note to cut it down to a more reasonable runtime, because not a lot happens in the movie to merit that extended runtime. Maybe people thought that the audiences would get impatient with it. The result of the trimming that I'm guessing happened with this movie left, yes, enough of the key sequences to make it a linear story. Like, it makes sense as a result, but they probably trimmed a lot of that good stuff in between that made us give more of a damn. I have no idea if that's the case, but while I was watching, I could not help but feel like there was more to the story that we weren't seeing. All in all, for a January horror film, sure, it's probably cold enough to send a quick chill or two down your spine. But every other month of the year, unfortunately, I don't really think it's much of a priority. But that's just me. What do you think? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with new reviews coming real soon. Stay safe. Thanks for checking in.